Hi there, welcome to H. Greg Lux. We hope you're enjoying your online shopping experience. You're about to watch a detailed walk-around video of your vehicle of interest. The goal of our videos is to provide transparency and full confidence in your buying decision, right from the comfort of your own home. Enjoy the video.
Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2021 Cadillac Escalade Premium. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has 4 previous owners. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to start right here with the front bumper. We want to take a close look at everything. We want to know if there's any sort of damage at all. Front bumper's in perfect condition. What about the hood? And the hood is in perfect condition as well. I'm not seeing any kind of damage. Let's move on right here to the fender on the driver's side of the vehicle. And once again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. What about the wheel? There's no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage to the rim. The wheel is in perfect condition. Now we can move on to the door panels, starting with this one. There's no sign of damage. What about the second one? And this one is in perfect condition as well. Now we can move on right here to this fender, taking a close look. Again, we want to know if there's any sort of damage at all. Everything looks perfect. Let's move on to the wheel. And just like the first one, this one is in perfect condition. Now I don't see any sign of damage. Now we can move on to the back of the vehicle, starting with the rear bumper. Looks perfect. This is basically a brand new car. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. Now we can move on to the passenger side of the vehicle, and we're going to start with this fender. Let's take a close look. Looks perfect. What about the wheel? And once again, I'm not seeing any sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. The wheel is in perfect condition, just like the last two. Now let's move on right here to the door panels. Once again, we want to know if there's any scratches, any dents, any chips, or any other kind of damage. First one looks perfect, and this one looks perfect as well. Now let's move on to this fender. And just like the other side, I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. What about the last wheel? And I can safely say that all of the wheels of this car are in perfect condition. Now we can move on to the interior of the vehicle, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather. We want to know if there's any sort of wear and tear, any sort of damage. Everything's looking perfect. Let's move on to the door panel, where again we want to know if there's any scratches or any tears to any type of material. Leather's looking good. The suede's looking good as well. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Now we can move on to the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather. We want to know if there's any sort of damage at all, any sort of wear and tear. And just like the other side, this one is in perfect condition. What about the door panel? Again, taking a close look at the leather, we want to know if there's any tears, any scratches, or any other sort of wear and tear. I'm not seeing any kind of damage. This door panel is in excellent condition as well, and we can move on to the back seats. Starting with this one in the passenger side, we want to know if there's any sort of damage all around. Looks perfect. What about this one? Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now let's move on to the ones here in the back side. First one looks perfect. Middle one looks perfect as well. And the last one looks perfect as well. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. The back seats are in excellent condition. Now that we're inside the vehicle, I want to show you a couple things. The first of which is the mileage of the vehicle. As you can see on the bottom of the dashboard on the left side, this car has 230 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera and a 360 camera. Perfect. Let's move on to the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of damage all around to the leather, any scratches, any tears, any sort of damage. Leather looks perfect. What about the buttons? We want to know if there's any sort of scratches on them. This side looks perfect. And this side looks perfect as well. Now let's move on to the mid console. We want to know if there's any kind of scratches on the screen, on the knobs, the buttons, or in any type of panel. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. The mid console and the steering wheel are in perfect condition. Now we can take a look at the trunk of the car, and we just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear in the sides, in the back of the seats, or in the floor of the trunk. But as I've previously mentioned, this is basically a brand new car. It's in excellent condition and very well kept. Before we finish off this video, let's take a look at the engine. We just want to take a quick look. Perfect. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Lux.